Greetings, staff of the Moffat County School District. Mathew Neal, Superintendent, and it's First Friday. I'm recording this a couple days early so that we have time on Friday for professional development. But just by the time you actually watch this, we'll have just 2 weeks until winter break. So thanks for all your hard work making it through the first semester. Congratulations to everyone as we run down this finish line. I don't know that I'll do another video before winter break, and so let me wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But before we get there, I've got a couple great announcements today. As a district, pulling together to talk about the support of mental health of our students, suicide awareness, question, persuade, and refer this Friday. Really glad to see that occurring. And so for those staff and leaders that have pulled this together, continuing to focus on the mental health of our students is really important. And we're actually entering into a new chapter, a new phase of the Moffat County School District where we will begin spending more and more time on the mental health and supports for our students. And so I've launched into, with the help of some of our counseling team and our academic team, really a superintendent's advisement team on mental health and supports. Even today we had members of our police force and our hospital get together and talked about how do we support different aspects of mental health in our district. And so more to come on this in the months ahead. If you see an announcement from the Superintendent's Council on Mental Health, that's our team, and just really looking forward to putting more time and resources into mental health. This Friday is a great step in that direction, supporting our students and just being aware of that this time of year is difficult. Sometimes it can be challenging for students going into the winter holiday. They don't have you as a staff member around to encourage them every day sometimes. And so home life can be tough in some cases. And so just being aware and monitoring and observing our students around us and our staff and colleagues as well, to making sure that we don't leave anybody behind in the process of growing and learning. Thank you for all of our counselors and mental health support team getting us into this new zone and new learning for mental health supports. A quick heads up, as a district, we just received notification today that we have received an incredible grant from the state of Colorado. It's called a BEST grant, and it's specifically focused, and it was specifically applied for the improvement of our facilities. With the $1.2 million that was put into the gymnasium last year, we as a district are going to be putting in another $3 million this next year into our facilities. And so this is a series of improvements to the district. We can't do it all with our own funds. We just don't have the resources for this. And so we did apply to the state, and we're granted in a competitive grant scenario across the state the money to be able to do these improvements. And so year one are going to be the high school and Sunset, and it's not a super exciting topic, unfortunately. It's not like a new theater and new seats or new pavement, although those items are on the list for potential improvements in the year to come, but it is heating and AC in those two buildings. And so not totally sure of the timeline. We literally have just found out today, the day that I'm recording this video, that we received the monies. And so more to come on this in the future. Yes, we are still looking at our own improvement expenses this next summer towards carpet and some playground equipment, digital signs, some of our landscaping, and making sure some of our pavement, asphalt and pavement gets repaved. But our facilities are slowly, and this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. It's going to take several years for us to put the resources into improving our facilities. So excited for additional money from the state to be able to do that. We'll come back again in front of the board in February and kind of list out our summer improvement list and see if that is the direction that the Board of Education still wants to go. We have to kind of pace ourselves on what do we improve and when do we improve it. So thank you all for your patience, and congrats to the facilities team who put in a lot of effort getting this application to the state. Exciting to see state money coming back into our schools. We have a financial team update. So we have been without a financial officer. Many of you don't know this, some of you may, and so I just want to say thank you for your patience. I know we've set up a couple, for those of you that do purchasing and buy things, we've had to kind of go slow and make sure that we knew where the finances were being spent and making sure that we have a tracking system for that. And so we have hired an accounting firm to help us in that work. It took a little bit of time to get that to happen. We do still have a financial officer job description out there and posted, but the quickest way to help get our finances back on track is for us to have an accounting firm and come in and help do that. So they started this week, which is great because Shelley and Chris in the finance office have been absolutely patient with my leadership. I was the guy that had to be depositing checks for expenses and for payroll, and they were super patient with me. And so moving forward one more step in improving the finances, in the tracking of our finances as a district. Again, thank you to all of our staff. The process has been a little slow. We are probably another 6 to 8 weeks before we have more of a rapid process, and thank you for your patience. We have a new announcement as well. We are beginning to partnership with the University of Colorado if you are a paraprofessional in our district. So really cool announcement that we're at least exploring, and I don't quote me on this, so sometimes I do these videos with exciting news that we're doing exactly this. We're exploring the option of scholarships for our paraprofessionals to receive their bachelor's degree in teaching. And so we had a meeting this last week with the University of Colorado, with CNCC. And so what would it take for us to start a Grow Your Own program here in Moffat County, not traveling to Denver or to Boulder, but what would it take here in Moffat County to receive your bachelor's degree in education? And more on this in the months ahead. University of Colorado has done a partnership with the state. They do have scholarship money available, and so I want to make sure and take advantage of that and provide a resource. Keep an eye out for this during the months of February, March, and April as we begin a formal announcement that this might or might not be possible. Just keep your ears open. If you're thinking about going back and getting your bachelor's degree, we as a district want to help you out in doing that, either by providing you time to be able to accomplish the work, finances by way of a scholarship, or as well as then encouragement to come and step into the ranks of teaching. And so hold your breath, and fingers crossed, we might be coming back here in February with an announcement that we're ready to take applications. So excited about that work. Also excited to open up our facilities. One of the things that we realized is when we went to a 4-day school day is that really began limiting the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday options in the community for the use of our facilities. And so I know the facilities team is just probably groaning at this point because there's a lot going on in the facilities world. But we're actually moving forward, and thank you facilities team for your patience on this. We're actually moving forward with renting and opening up renting of our facilities more broadly. So rather than just Monday through Thursday, we're going to actually be opening up to some new community groups, basketball and a wrestling league on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. And so growing by quite a bit as far as the opportunity. And so if there are community groups, we realize that our gyms are the only places in town to be able to practice. And so I was teasing the city council this last week that we are the community rec center in a lot of ways for teams to practice. I'm okay with that. And these facilities really should be used by all and benefited to all students in the district. There is a sequence in board policy about who rents and who gets order first. Our teaching programs and our academics come first according to our policy, and then governmental connections to our government, so like Parks and Rec. And then we get into other categories where athletic teams, for-profit and not-profit, can come in and rent our facilities. And so heads up and kudos to our athletic director, Dylan, and the facilities team and Robert to figuring out a way to do this and hiring 2 new custodians to be able to support this. And so the goal is to have athletics and supports for our young kids across the county and in our schools, but also to be able to come in on Monday morning and be ready for class and not have dirty or deteriorated facilities. And so lots of work in this way, but just proud of our team for stepping up in a pretty quick way and opening up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday rentals for athletic groups in our community. Okay, social media. This next Monday night, we'll have a presentation to the Board of Education to display a lot of the hard work that you all have done. So we've grown our story, if you will, the telling of what great things are happening in your school on social media has grown more than 200% since July this year. And so we had over 5,000 followers follow us this last month on the district main page, 11,000 over the entire district on everybody else's social media pages. Just proud of the team. We have worked with some of our media librarians and media specialists to take pictures of our students doing great things. One of the aspects of being a great, successful district, and part of high reliability schools as well, is building a culture of connection. And we do that by showing parents the great things we are doing. Yes, this happens a little bit over Classroom Dojo or individual, parent conversations, but retirees in our community members, businesses, city council, and private corporations, it's good for them to see great things happening in our district. It's also why this week's shout out for employees are going to go to our food service team, because Thanksgiving was exactly that. Thanksgiving lunch, we had more than 800 individuals come into our schools as parents, 800 parents, and eat a meal with their student. And that was just a great way for us to be a member of our community and bring parents in and show them the cool things that are happening. And so congratulations to our food service team. They're probably sleeping off the turkey this week, as I had 6 turkey meals in our schools during the week before Thanksgiving. So great job to them. And then thanks to our facilities team for opening up our facilities as well, and our social media team for talking about the great stuff that are happening in our schools. Keep up the great work. All right, the last 2 things that I have are just a quick announcement. As a reminder, it's coming up on holiday season, and that means choir concerts and band concerts and students performing in a holiday season I think of it as kind of like raising the joy level of what's this time of year. And just, across the community, getting a chance to listen to our students. If you have a chance to poke your head in, we've got a band concerts next week. We had a choir concerts this week. And so poke your head in and just celebrate the season. Remember that the piece of the season to be able to be patient with each other. And something that doesn't really happen. I'm married to a music teacher, so this is my plug for all the music concerts that are happening in the district. And I will be sitting in the back of Sandrock Elementary and watching my wife's students sing Christmas songs and Christmas carols. Do the same. If you don't have kids in the district, poke your head into a concert, find out when your school is doing that work. Show support for our music teachers. They do such an incredible job. Quite frankly, this time of year, we don't even Christmas shop until after the music concert is over. And so it's a lot of work to put on the production, and a lot of decorating and all of that and production. Please encourage our music team. This is kind of their finals week when it comes to performances are concerned. And so happy and excited to see music still being a part of our schools and as our priority. It does help our students learn in a different capacity on the other side of their brain, on the right side of their brain. And so encourage music, encourage the arts, and step into a concert and encourage your music teacher. Last thing is to remember that I have given everybody an extra day off, and that is the 20th of December. And so classified staff that are hourly, you'll receive your regular pay for that day while you enjoy time with your family. Certified staff, if I could just please remind you to turn in your grades. And then of course you're welcome to work on your grades that day according to whatever your schedule is for turning those in. But it's just a give back day to our staff, and to say thank you. Thanks for a great first semester, and love being your leader. Really enjoy being your superintendent. And God bless you all. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.